3 now. Dodgers, no outs, top of the ninth. And
it's not over yet, but I kind of figured LA would be probably would win this game. Greinke going on the mound. It got ugly when it was tied at 2 for them, but it's going to be very tough for the Dodgers, regardless of what happens, to win this series. They have not won in St. Louis, and it seems like the Cardinals always match up well against the Dodgers throughout all the playoff history because these teams have met and played before.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I'm kind of with you. I think the Dodgers will probably end up winning this game and then going back to St. Louis and playing Game 6. And yeah. I'm rooting. I find myself rooting for the Cardinals, but in my picks, I picked the Dodgers. So I'm kind of torn here with this series. But the other series, I got no problem whatsoever. I'm rooting for the Detroit Tigers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure you like to hear that.
Yeah.
But I really don't care what you like to hear.
The other series, the American League Championship Series. Yesterday, the Red Sox played a really, really good game. They win 1-0. They have a 2-1 lead with Game 4 coming up tonight on Fox. That game starts at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, which is 5 p.m. Pacific. We'll be getting done with our show, and then I will be watching, and I'm sure Jeff will be Skyping me. I know everybody else will be thinking about me as well.
Yeah, I'll probably watch the game until something good else comes on, so I'll probably end up watching the game. I've been watching a lot of playoff baseball, actually, to tell you the truth. I've seen almost every single game. How about that? And I didn't watch a lot during the season at all. I told you I'd be waiting for playoff baseball.
Yesterday, though, it came down. You know what I was thinking real quickly? That, Jeff, whoever was going to get the one run was probably going to end up winning the game. Turns out it was Mike Napoli who hit the ball, and Mike Napoli's been a great pickup for the Red Sox. It was a fastball by Verlander, and then it was driven deep to left field. Boston was able to escape that, and the bullpen really did great. Tanichi Tazawa came in the game in the bottom of the 8th inning, and the Tigers had first and third, and I thought, oh my gosh, we're in trouble here. And then all of a sudden he got 2 big strikeouts, striking out Miguel Cabrera and Prince Fielder, which was key because those are 2 tough hitters in the Detroit lineup. And Game 4 tonight, Peavy against Pfister. I think the Red Sox have a very, very good chance to do that. That Game 2 on Sunday night when you and I were Skyping, I really felt was the key turning point in that game because the Red Sox looked buried after 7 innings on Sunday night, and then they came back and Ortiz with the grand slam. And the only way Detroit will start playing better is if they get men home. I've been noticing, Jeff, on the other side, the Detroit Tigers have been leaving way too many men on base. You do not win playoff games when you leave men on base.
You don't win any games when you leave men on base, whether it's a playoff game or not. You know?
Yeah.
Whether it's a playoff game or not, you can't leave men on base. You leave men on base, you got a problem.
It's going to hurt.
It looks like that's what St. Louis has been doing today. But I'll tell you something right now. St. Louis, 1 out, and you got man on first and second. And it's only a 3-run lead. Somebody comes up and hits a home run, this game is tied. So this game is not over yet.
Yeah, and, this has been a really, really good series. Both of them have been.
Your buddy David Freese is up now.
He was on my fantasy team, and he hit the game-winning home run. Hey, Browning, how you doing, bud?
You know what? He could end up hitting here and tying this game.
Yeah. And John Lackey, you got to give him props. Sometimes I haven't been very pleased with Lackey, but Lackey has really been impressive. He's really pitched well. He was really good yesterday. Remember, 11 years ago, he pitched the clincher against the San Francisco Giants, and they won that game 4-1 in the 7th game. Now, 11 years later, he's on the Red Sox, and a lot of people have not been impressed with him in 2010, 2011, and 2012. And then he, cut back, lost a lot of weight because of the beer and the chicken. And then this year, Jeff has been better. Not good all the time, but just better is the way. That's kind of the key word.
Chicken in the Boston's dugout this year, they don't seem to be having a problem.
Well, they're cutting back on it, making sure to abolish the beard.
You see all those beards that you see on the team, there's chicken inside of those beards. So when they're playing the game, they can eat while they're playing.
Here's a saying, don't fear the beard. Don't fear the beard.
You want to know something? Those beards look disgusting. They look terrible. And when they lose and they get knocked out, I can't wait till they all shave that crap off their face.
Well, if you were manager, Jeff, of the Red Sox, what would you say to them?
Shave your beards. No beards allowed. That's disgusting.
I knew you'd have a saying about that.
That's
Even one of my friends on Skype, who I visit with a lot, she and I are really good friends, and you have her as a friend on Skype, saying, ew, the Red Sox need to get rid of those beards.
They do. That's disgusting, man. Freaking gross.
Then you know what happens when a home run happens? Let's just pull the beard, because the beard.
The beard really hit the home run. Yeah, let's pull the beard and thank the beard. Get the hell out of here.
Oh, man. Wow.
Beard's got nothing to do with it.
The beard, don't fear the beards. The beards are a motto.
Beard's got nothing to do with it. That's why I actually want to see Boston and the Dodgers in there, because then you'll get the beards on the beards, man.
Yeah, beards on the beard.
Yeah, but those beards should be shot.
And the first 3 games of the league championship series, another thing we've also observed, not a lot of offense. It's been all about pitching. In game 1, Detroit outpitched the Red Sox and were very close to the no-hitter. First one ever in league championship series history. And then in game 2, it's the same thing. Detroit was out-pitching and out-hitting the Red Sox, and then Boston was able to come back and win. And then game 3, 1-0. I can just tell you, Jeff, it's been nothing but pitching in this series. And I'd say the same thing in the National League Championship Series, too. It just seems like there's just been not a lot of offense in both series. And that's the key to winning it all. Who has the best pitching? Who can out-pitch who can out-hit who, and who can out-manage the other team?
It's crazy, ain't it?
It is.
It's been kind of fun to watch, right?
Oh, yeah. Playoff baseball, you bet.
That series is going to be fun to watch. Hey, your Boston Celtics are playing today too.
Yeah, and the Celtics knowing very well that's just nothing but rebuilding year for them.
Yeah,
I'll follow. I have green and white. Go for them anyway.
I can't wait to see all the aggravation you're going to have this year. It's going to be beautiful.
Oh, jeez. Where are you, Red Auerbach? Where are you, Red?
Hey, St. Louis just scored another run at 6-4, 2 outs, bottom of the 9th. How about that?
Dodgers better be careful, otherwise the Cardinals could really sneak up on them and take it.
6-4, 2 men on, 2 outs.
Jeez.
They're not giving up. Cardinals aren't giving up yet, man.
We saw what happened last year when the Cardinals were down to their last out, and then they scored 4 runs in the top of the 9th to win Game 5 against the Nationals, 9-7. So we'll see what ends up happening. If the Dodgers blow this, there will be a lot of shock in Los Angeles, the city of angels.
The pitching coach is out there talking to him right now. This is, that's what you got to deal with St. Louis. They just don't give up, man. They just come.
It just seems like every time you count them out, even with 1 out left in the game, they find a way to win. Think about 2011 in Game 6. They were down to the final strike, not once, but twice.
Correct. Hey, you know something?
Mm-hmm.
New York Giants might have a chance to win this weekend.
Yeah,
and
that's the next topic we get to.
You know why?
The Giants playing at home against the Vikings on Monday night.
Yeah, and the Vikings announced today that Josh Freeman will be their starting quarterback.
Yep.
How about that? So
mm-hmm.
maybe the Giants will have a chance because Josh Freeman has only been there for 2 weeks.
Yep.
So maybe the Giants defense will have a chance and maybe they'll win a game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy that they're starting Josh Freeman already. It's been there 2 weeks already? Only 2 weeks and they're going to start him already?
Yep.
That's crazy, man.
Well, the Vikings feel like, Jeff, that they want to try to do whatever they can to make sure that they can find a really, really good quarterback and maybe get somebody, bring back the Fran Tarkington or Joe Cap days, or even back to the days of Brad Johnson or Randall Cunningham. Whatever is better to make the Vikings tough again. So, yeah, Josh Freeman will be calling the plays for as quarterback against the Giants on Monday night. And the Giants, I think maybe have a very good chance to get their first win of the season. I know Tom Coughlin very disgusted about the way the whole team is played. I would be if I was a Giant fan or a Giant coordinator or coach like Tom Coughlin, just tired of losing. Start getting on the winning ways.
Giants are going to win 10 in a row.
You are predicting 10 in a row?
Yeah, lots of luck with that. Okay, Dodgers just won. Dodgers just won 6-4. They struck out the last guy. So Dodgers just won the game.
So that game going final, Game 6 will be back in St. Louis. And even though LA won, I still think it's going to be very tough for them to go into St. Louis and win.
Dodgers? Yeah, it's gonna be kind of tough for them. And in tonight's game, the Tigers, looks like Jim Leland has shaken up the lineup a little bit, huh?
Yep.
Looks like he wants to shake up that lineup a bit there. So he's got a new lineup change going on, which won't be too bad. Moving some people all around and stuff. I'm trying to have it come up here on my computer, but it doesn't want to seem to freaking do so. So bastard. Yeah, let me see here. The Detroit manager shook up his lineup for Game 4. Well, something. Outfielder Austin Jackson from leadoff spot to the 8th order. Other hitters essentially moved up a spot. Torrey Hunter leading off, and Miguel Cabrera is hitting second now. Wow. He's really shaking up that lineup.
Yep.
It's probably going to go Cabrera. The 3, 4, and 5 hitters are now probably going to be 2, 3, and 4 now.
Yep.
Well, actually, it's going to probably go Cabrera, Fielder, Martinez, Peralta. 2, 3, 4, 5 hitters. Right there. Boom, boom, boom. I like that actually better than 3, 4, 5. I like 2, 3, 4, 5 better than 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we'll see what happens then. As far as I'm concerned, Detroit's in a must-win situation. You don't want to go back to Boston down one game and having to win both of them.
Yeah, well, either way, it's going to be tough. Even if they were to win tonight's game, and whatever the outcome is, they know it's going to be very tough to go back to Fenway Park. But, Detroit is going to have to be on their game ready to play, because Jim Leland was even saying we should even be down 0-3, because our problem's been we just have not been getting big hits in the games. We're leaving men on base. And that's what we said at the top of the show, is that the problem with Detroit has been not getting the big hits. Red Sox have been doing the same thing. Just kind of been, you put men on and then you leave them stranded. And they have to do better with that.
Yes, they do. They got to do a lot better with that. A lot better. And if they don't, you know what's going to happen, right?
Oh, great. I won't hear it. I'll have to hear it from you.
Mm-hmm. Damn Skippy, you will.
And if not, the Red Sox go up 3-1. Jeff will be like, oh, great. Lovely.
Damn Skippy, you will. Damn Skippy.
So, yeah, that should be a game that should be great tonight. I'm looking forward to it. Should be a great atmosphere in Detroit. I'm glad that they took the home field advantage away. That's always the key. You realize that even taking a game or two are always big for the home field advantage. And then whatever happens, then you realize you have Game 6 and you have Game 7 this weekend.
Right. Yes, Game 6 and Game 7 this weekend. It's going to be nice. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be an all-sports weekend again.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yep.
Saturday, Sunday, all sports, man. It's going to be beautiful.
Sure is.
Right?
Yep.
You got to love it when you got all nothing but sports going on all day long.
You bet, man. I'm looking forward to it.
Me too. What's your next story?
Okay, the next story we have coming up, all right, we know about Josh Freeman. Another matchup that's going to be big. The New England Patriots are playing the New York Jets, and as you all know, every time the Patriots and the Jets get together, it is a big matchup.
Your two former teams are playing against each other.
My favorite team, the Patriots, against the former team. He's Tom Brady. I'm Sheldon Richardson. He's a name. He's a figure, a franchise player. I'm trying to get after him. Simple as that. No one really treats him like Superman around here. I think he's the complete opposite of that. As much as the Jets respect Brady,